Good morning, everybody, and welcome to North Las Vegas. That's where I live in Nevada. So today I am not a professional gardener, but I am showing you what we have in our garden and what seems to be growing very well. And just to give everybody an idea, if they're here in Las Vegas or North Las Vegas, what to kind of plant if you would like to build a nice kind of ecosystem. And as you can see, hopefully, I have tons of lizards, whole bunch. And you can see they're right there in that very corner. And so, as I start with my plants, this is a pineapple guava tree. That and the bushes do quite well out here. This is a young one, so it's a slow grower, but that's okay. The wife has planted irises, and as you can see, she has a ton, and we'll actually have even more. Beautiful. Look how beautiful green those are. Just beautiful. They do very well. And the funny thing about it is, if you could see, that is the root. She basically just puts them right up on top, and they just do their thing. So you don't have to worry about burying them deep or anything. They just go. And then here's her next set of irises. Again, beautiful green, you can see. Back there is an iris. Irises do very well out here too. Not had any problems, had some irises come out. The next thing, as you will know, everybody in Las Vegas tries to grow them. That's right. That is going to be the lemon tree. Now, I have a Eureka, is what I have. And as you can see, there are a lot of lemons on here, which is very nice. This is the second year. Matter of fact, everything you see here is only roughly 2 years old. So this is what I do with mine. Sometimes I put empty pots down. And so what I do is that's how I pretty much water. I use them like a water diffuser, so I'm not just hitting the soil directly. I do that also with rocks, and I'll also do that with bricks as well. So this way I kind of put it in there, it goes down, it fills up, very nice. This is my orange honeysuckle. I don't get any, and I'll take a step back, it's actually quite big. I keep it pruned. It's supposed to be a wall crawler, but I kind of turned it more into a bush. I get the orange bells later in the year. And it's funny, if you take a look right here, you will see another lizard. And they get good size. In here, this is my Italian squash. It's doing quite well. I'll just bring you in, and you should be able to see, hopefully, if I can get it right. There you go. Squash, and it's making. So, I actually saw this on another YouTube channel. Put a cage around it, and then I start taking the leaves up. You're going to see this in a lot of what I have. I think it's a good idea because, as you will see later when I bring something in here, going up does not hurt a bit. Just beautiful in the flowers. And I'll bring you another in a little close up there, and you can just see it's making, and it's happy. This is a green globe artichoke. We weren't sure at first. Wind kept kind of taking it out. It was down to one leaf. As I come up, I'm sorry, but love the lizards. What can I say? Now it seems to be very happy, and once all that wind, we have some windy weeks here, and they blow off a lot of things. So we're going to try an artichoke this year. This is a tomato home slice. which is funny because I see other people have them and they're huge. This is not huge. See, there's the pot for a diffuser for water. I deep water once a week out here. This way, I don't have to worry about it. Is the soil moist or is it dry? One good deep water, which I did this morning. That's why you see that it's kind of a little dark. I have tomatoes. I've actually made tomatoes. There's one tomatoes, but I'm going to tell you, I didn't catch a flavor. Sweet basil. This little sweet basil, which is a basil Italian sweet, is what it's called, has done very well. It likes right where it is. I've used some of the leaves off when I bake and cook. It's very good. Some of these I won't know the name of the plants. The wife kind of picks them up and puts them in here so that there's some color to help bring in the hummingbirds, which we have a slew of, and bees, which we get. This one is called a Juliet Hybrid. I'm going to take a step back and you guys can see it because I'm going to have two. On the right is the Juliet, and on the left is a Sweet 100, which is more of a cherry tomato. The Juliet is like a really small version of a Roma tomato, and I'll get in close so you guys can actually see that and what it looks like. They are relatively good size. And you can see I actually have a red one in there, a couple of red ones in there actually that I have. And this is a producer. It is producing all over the place. Lots of flowers. Get them in that cage. Try to get them up. I let some go a little crazy. Here's another little Juliet that kind of fell off. So you can have a relatively rough idea the size of it. And that's not the full size. And then here's my Sweet 100s. Sweet 100s are more of a cherry tomato. Let's see if I can get this one here more in the front. There we go. It's more of a cherry tomato. And this one as well seems to be doing a good whole lot of producing. So, and again, lots of flowers. Lots of flowers. Happy with them both. Haven't tasted the Juliet yet. Once they get going, I will let you know. Now, this next one is going to be surprising. I'm going to stand back and you just kind of have to reel it all in. That is a pumpkin plant. Pumpkins, we have two of them actually. Pumpkins are doing very well. They have just literally exploded here at the garden, just exploded. I would say this is, I think once we got them in, maybe 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Beautiful flowers. And you can see just a beautiful flower. And lots of flowers everywhere. I'm going to, see that as we come in here, hopefully we can see lots of flowers going to be budding. But they're just kind of all over the place. I have here it's called a pepper chum yum yum mix. And we actually have a little pepper right there. It's about finger length. It's supposed to be different colors, or I guess the longer you leave them on is different colors, which is okay. I'm going to give you, everybody out there, a tip, which is when you go to the nurseries or to the store and you go to pick up the plant that you want, if it's $2 for one plant, what you want to do is look for multiple plants inside the same container. Then you can split them up in your garden I have zucchini, which I'm going to show you next. I put zucchini on a little runner so that it can kind of go up. And then here's my other zucchini that I did, and it's called the Black Beauty zucchini. And here's the other zucchini I did. I had 4 zucchinis in one, so I paid 99 cents for the container. So I actually paid 25 cents per plant. And as you can see, another beautiful set of flowers. These leaves are huge. I'll put my hand up against it, you can have an idea. And here's another zucchini in the back. That again, doing very well. So here is the pumpkin. Here is my hand. To give you an idea, the leaf is about the size of my hand. Now, what's cool is here's the pumpkin. So the pumpkin will be coming in. Let's see if I can't kill that light source there a little bit. There you go. So there's the pumpkin. So some of the flowers do not have any bulbs on them. As you can see inside there, there's another set of flowers coming. See, here's what I'm talking about flower-wise, if I can find my hand, there it is if you take a look underneath there, you don't really see a bulb. And there's the flower. Just a really, really beautiful flower, there's no doubt. We have some that are bulbing. So far we have about 3 or 4 bulbs, but that's what they seem to look like. So you'll get some that haven't been not fertilized, but bees and pollinated and stuff. And again, some more irises. This is a jasmine. I put it on another tomato wire to get it to go up because it's supposed to be a crawler. Boy, you can smell it. I will say that. You can smell it. Here are some Anaheim Peppers. Doing very well. There is, as you can see back there, possibly right there, with a little brown on it. I'll have to see what's going on there. But that is an Anaheim pepper, and you can see that it is making more Anaheim peppers. So they seem to be doing well. Both of these are. We actually bought one container and split it up, and that you can see what I'm talking about. So now I have 2 Anaheim plants. The other one right here, I'll step back a little bit, is my orange. This is a Valencia Orange, and the wife actually wanted to throw it away. It was nothing but looked like a dead stick. I like to do little science experiments with my little trees and my little garden. We did have one tomato. It was called a big boy tomato. Got nice and thick. Produced for 1.5 years until I gave it to its demise. But the longer it grew, the sweeter the tomatoes. So if you consider getting a tomato, that was a producer. I have my yellow bells, and my yellow bells are for the hummingbirds. Let's see if I can't get a good shot of the yellow bells. And they do really, really nice. Again, in tomato cages, I want them to go up so it's a little bit more easier. I do have back there in the back, yes, that is a bamboo. That's that one that you usually get in the stores. It soaks in water. I brought it out here. I wanted to see, I've had this thing for about, I don't know, probably about good 6-7 years. And it was looking like that in the house. I wanted to come out here and set it free and see what it would do. Real quickly, the wife decided we needed some purple color, and so these are usually perennials or annuals. But this way they come back, and then you can see the beautiful flowers. We actually have two types in here. They just kind of mixed. And ground cover, as you can see, it does get hot out here. Now these are eggplants. I got 4 in a little container. Slow growing, I will say that. As you can see on the left, a little burnt on one of them. They didn't look like they were going to do well, but we got them to come back. Good hardy plants, I tell you. Most of these plants out here are good and hardy. I bought the wife this. This is a chaste tree, C-H-A-S-T-E. It's also called a hummingbird or butterfly tree. They come in bushes. The wife says to make them a tree, you basically start trimming off the lowers, and then you start bringing it up to where it makes more of a tree than it does a bush. You get a good size. But that's what she wanted because of the, I believe it's purple, it's what's going to end up coming out. So that makes her happy. Now, here is probably more of what you guys want to know about. In here I have the Anaheim Pepper. I have Butternut Squash. I have a peppercino. Yeah, a peppercino pepper, which is this one right here, that one right there, and there is a third one. Unfortunately, everything kind of grew, so I'm not sure where the third one is, but radishes. I'm going to tell you, radishes grow really good out here in the desert. This is gonna get big. You can see one there. You can see one there. I have one there. The wife kind of spread the seeds all over the place. This right here, if I follow that down, you see that flower? That is a butternut squash. This is also a butternut squash. That is also a butternut squash. Again, with the little packs, instead of just paying for one, I get multiples. We also have lettuce in here. Unfortunately, I do not know what kind of lettuce she put because I haven't seen the package. But I will also tell you this. As you take a look right over here, that right there is spinach. So we have spinach leaves. Spinach, they're growing just wonderful out here. I kind of have spinach all over the place in here. And there's another one right here. Spinach doing very well out here. So this just gives you an idea. If you're thinking about doing a garden, what to do. I don't have a very backyard, as you'll see here in just a moment. So we kind of optimizes our space as far as we wanted to do some gardening. We have roughly like a 10-foot. See, there's the wall. You can get it all in one shot. And that is our garden that we have. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I have others. I do reviews and everything every so often, kind of randomly. And again, I'm just going to give you another idea of the size of this. This is actually bigger than my palm. So feel free to watch my other videos. Like them if you want to. Subscribe if you don't want to be hammered every day with videos, but every once in a while, have a nice video to be able to watch. And I will end this video on a lemon. So hopefully you don't have a real sour day. And I hope everybody enjoys your day today. Thanks so very much for watching. Oh, and in case you wondered, we are in March. So it's about March 20th. Oh, I'm sorry. May 20th.